Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video I decided I was going to tell you and show you all the products that I have decided to put in my project pan for this year. And for those of you who don't know, project pan is basically products that I want to use up and make an effort to use up during 2017. Now I've filled this box. There's 50 items in here that I want to use up. Some of them are nearly empty, some of them are half empty, and I have sort of split them into two, kind of, depending on how much there's left. I basically want to use up half of anything, but there is also a couple of products that, you know, ideally I want to use everything up, but I want to use half at least. Some products in here are products that I like a lot, some I don't really like that much, some I haven't decided yet. So it's all just a year of trying products, see if I like them enough to repurchase them and all of that jazz. So in no particular order, I'm just going to take a pick in here because there's a lot. First off, I have these three little lip balms from Fresh. These are their sugar tinted lip treatments. I have the shade Rosé, Petal and also Tulip. And these are amazing. I'm wearing Petal on my lips right now with a lip liner underneath. And these are amazing. They're really nicely pigmented. They feel super smooth and hydrating on the lips. And they are amazing. I love them and I think these are great if you have dry lips. I bought this in a set with all three. These are the small sizes, I believe. When I was in the US 2 summers ago now, in 2015. And I absolutely love them. I do really want to try out more of these. But for this year I'm going to use these three up because they are so small, they kind of disappear in my collection and I don't find myself reaching for these a lot because I'm not one for necessarily reaching for tinted lip balms, but I do want to make an effort to use this up because I do think they are amazing. I have a couple of lip balms in here. Next one I have one from, this is from Tarte, which is a monastery in the sort of the city, town, county part that I live in. And it's a lip conditioner. As you can see, I've used a lot of this up because this expires in March this year. So I want to try and use this up completely before it expires, and I think I'm going to do that. This is also amazing for the lips if you have dry lips. My lips were super chapped this winter and this definitely saved them a lot. It does feel very pepperminty because there is peppermint oil, I believe, in here. But it's shea butter, beeswax, olive oil, castor oil, a lot of good stuff for your lips in this, and I think it's amazing. I have 3 mascaras that I wanted to use up this year. 2 of these are high-end and one of them is a drugstore one. The drugstore one is from Max Factor. It's the 2000 Calorie Waterproof Volume, and the reason I want to use this one up is because it is coming close to its expiration date. Now I know mascaras are only supposed to be kept for like 6 months, but I tend to keep mine for up to about 1.5 years, 2 years. At most, because I'm more so looking at if the texture or the formula or the smell changes, that's when I sort of know it's gone bad. And this is a very waterproof one. It does stay on your lashes very, very well through swimming and everything, so I do love this for vacations. Now, since the US I haven't really been on much holidays, but we might go to Spain this year and this is definitely one that I'm going to take with me because I do absolutely love it. The other one is from Tarte. It's the Lights Camera Splashes one, which is the waterproof one, I also believe. I really do like this. This has got a bit of a bigger brush than the Max Factor one, but it is also very waterproof. I do struggle getting both this and the Max Factor one off my lashes if I'm not using anything with oil in it, but I do think they are amazing mascaras. They stay on your eyelashes all day. They do hold a curl pretty well as well, so I do think they are great. Now for mascaras, I'm not one for loving a high-end mascara. I don't think this is fantastic. It's good, but it's not the best one I've tried. So I'm not sure I'm going to repurchase this, at least not in my first go around, because I do have like 6 mascaras or something open at the moment. But I do really like it and I might repurchase it in the future. The last mascara is from Too Faced. It's the Better Than Sex mascara, and this is one I think I won't repurchase just because I think the brush is a bit too big for my eyes. I do tend to smudge this all over my eyelid when I use it, but I do love the formula. It's super nice. It makes my lashes look nice and long, voluminous and natural and just gorgeous. But I do find that this sometimes smudges on me if I put it on my lower lash line, so I tend to avoid that, but it's gorgeous on the top one. Next up I have a bronzer, and this is from the Body Shop, and as you can see I've used a lot of this up. This is the Honey Bronzing Powder in Light Matte. I absolutely love this. This is my favourite bronzer. This is a definite repurchase when I run out, but I am going to use it up this year because I do have a lot of products in my collection, and I do want to try and minimise the ones that I sort of have half used, like this one, and the ones that I don't reach for that much. But this is a definite repurchase. I absolutely love it, and they have got like 5 shades, which I think is great. I have 2 lip liners here, one that I have barely used, one which is almost gone completely. The barely used one is MAC Cherry, which is a gorgeous red lip liner. I'm not one for wearing red lips too often, even though I love how they look on me. So I am going to try and wear red lipstick more often because I think it's gorgeous, and I do think this lip liner is amazing. It's very easy to use, and I do find that it helps sort of keep the lipstick on my lips for longer, so I like this one a lot. The other one is from Milani. It's their Colour Statement in the lip liner in the shade Nude. I absolutely love this one, and I'm definitely going to be repurchasing more of these because I think they are amazing. They're super affordable. They do last on my lips an entire day. This is the lip liner I'm wearing on my lips underneath the Fresh Lip Balm, and I just love this a lot. This is sort of my perfect My Lips But Better kind of shade, so I love this a lot. Next up I have eyeliners, and I've got 3 here. This one is from Badgequo, and it's a gorgeous sort of coppery bronzy shade. I do love this on the waterline. It does last all day on me, and I think it's great. Unfortunately I don't know where I can repurchase it from, which is a bit sad. I have this one from Accessorize, which is this sort of teal blue kind of colour. I'm not a big fan of this. I think it just smudges and bleeds everywhere, so I'm going to use this up or toss it by the end of the year if I don't like it. The last one is from L'Oreal. It's their Calorie in Midnight Black, which is a nice sort of black eyeliner. This is really nicely pigmented, it glides on super smoothly. I haven't played with it too much because I don't really wear a lot of black eyeliner because I think it's a bit too harsh for my eyes. But I'm going to play with it, see if I like it, see if I can find a way to use it, because I do think this is a decent eye pencil. I do have a couple primers here. I have the Nivea Men Moisturising Aftershave Balm. I think I have about half or so left of this. And I have the Smashbox Photo Finish Shade Adjusting one in the green one, or colour correcting one. I don't like the Smashbox one. It's a nice primer, but it does not colour correct at all. I don't think it does anything. It does make my skin feel nice and smooth, but I do have some issues with putting product over the top of this because this sort of bunches up. The other one, the Nivea one, I do really like. It's very nice and hydrating, super moisturising. It does help foundation cling to my skin, and it keeps them from catching onto dry patches whenever I have that. So I'm going to play more with them, see if I can find a way to use the Smashbox one, which I do like, because I sort of don't really use it for makeup. I tend to use it for no makeup days because I just to keep sort of smooth out my skin, because I don't find that it works very well underneath foundation. I do have 2 foundations. I have a stick foundation and I have a liquid one. I have the Nars Shade Glow in the shade Gobi, which is almost a perfect colour match to me, but I do not really like this. I'm not going to repurchase it because I do find that it's a bit difficult to apply. It tends to go a bit patchy on me. So I'm going to use it up. I do find that it looks amazing when it's on. I do love the finish, but I do not think it has good enough coverage for what I want, and it does go on a bit weird on my skin. The other one is the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation in the shade Alabaster or 00, and this is okay. It's not worth the money, I think. I don't really like it too much. I'm not going to repurchase it, but it does look pretty when it's on. It's got a decent amount of coverage and it's buildable, which I really like, but it does look a bit sort of dewy and shiny on me, and I do struggle with it moving around. But I'm going to use it up because I have used a good amount of it already. I don't have too much left, so I do enjoy it, but I do not think it is worth the money. I do have a liquid highlighter. This is High Beam from Benefit. I don't really like this. It's only recently that I have actually found a way to use this, because otherwise I just struggled. I can't put this over top of powder, I found, because it just moves around anything underneath and sort of bunches up and makes it look really strange. But I do find that with, let me grab it here, I do find that if I apply it very carefully with my e.l.f. small stipple brush, it does actually go on pretty beautifully and it looks stunning on the skin. So I am going to work out and find a way to use this because I do think it's beautiful, but I do not think I'm going to repurchase because it's a bit of a struggle to use it. Next up, I have a sort of face palette. This is from Isadora. It's the Face Sculptor in Warm Peach. And it's got a bronzer, a blush and a highlight. I hit pan on the highlight, as you can see. And my goal is basically to hit pan on all of the products. Ideally to use at least the highlight and the blush up. The bronzer is a bit warm for me, usually. It is a bit too warm for me during the winter and a bit too orange, but with a light hand it does actually look beautiful on the skin. So if you can get a hold of this, I really do recommend it, and I do also have another shade which I love a lot. I've got two eyeshadow palettes here from Wet n Wild. I have the Walking on Eggshells Trio as well as the Comfort Zone palette, and I absolutely love both of these. I have made a dent in a couple of the shadows, at least on this side and the warmer side, and I absolutely love them, and I do want to try and get more looks out of this because I do find that I gravitate a lot towards this side but not as much on that one. But I do want to try and make some looks with this side as well because there is some stunning colours in here. And the formula of these eyeshadows are gorgeous. It's the same with this. I made a dip in both of these two shades but not as much the middle one. But they look amazing on the eyes, and this is a really nice everyday sort of natural looking trio. If you're looking for that, I think this is brilliant. For blushes, I've got two here. One which I want to try and use half of, which is the Milani Bella Rosa Baked Blush, because this is super bright, but it looks really pretty on the skin. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to use all of this, but I definitely want to try and make a dent and at least hit pan on this because I love the formula of the Milani Baked Blushes and the colour of this. It looks super scary in the packaging, but it looks really pretty on the skin. And the other one is a cream blush, and this is from Topshop in the shade Flash. This is coming close to its expiration date, but it looks super pretty on the skin. So I definitely want to hit pan on this, ideally use it up, because I think this is a gorgeous formula and it looks amazing on the skin. I have got a concealer which is almost empty. This is the MAC Pro Longwear. I love this a lot. I'm definitely going to repurchase this in a shade that matches me a bit better because this is NW20. And it's very dark for me. There's a lot of varies. But it's very dark, as you can see. It's too dark for me. I'm actually wearing this today, but I haven't mixed it in with my Body Shop drops. But I do think this is awesome on the skin. It's got really nice coverage, and it just looks amazing. And it stays on my skin all day, so this is a love for me. I've got two eyebrow pencils here. One which is almost gone. This is from Shiseido. It's the natural eyebrow pencil. As you can see, there's not a lot left. I have the shade Light Brown and I absolutely love this one. And then I have the Rimmel eyebrow pencil in the shade Hazel, and they are almost dupes. The only difference is that this is a lot softer, and I do find that this sort of applies a bit too much product at once because it's so soft. So I do find that this is not as good as the Shiseido one, but it's actually pretty nice. The colour is exact the same, but I'm not very big fan of this because it's too soft. More lip balms, as best I can get all of these over at once. I have the Body Shop lip balm, which was their Christmas one for like 2 years ago in cranberry, frosted cranberry. I love this. It smells so good. It smells like candy, and I really like the Body Shop lip balms on my lips because they are really nicely hydrating, and I've got very dry lips, so I actually find that they work really well. And I'm rambling. Jesus, Anya, get it together. I also have the Ben & Jerry's Mint Chocolate Cookie Lip Balm. This was a gift from a friend. It smells like mint chocolate cookies. It's amazing on the lips. I do really like it, but I do find that I haven't reached for this, which is why I've decided to put it in this year. Just so I can at least get some use out of it and hopefully use it up, because I do use lip balms quite a lot, as you can probably guess. I then have two of the Maybelline Baby Lips. I have the shade Cherry Me and Peach Kiss. Cherry Me I've almost finished, so I hope to be done with this before summer. I love this shade. It's super nice for when you just want a nice sort of light wash of pink on your lips, and I just think it looks great. The other one, Peach Kiss, I haven't used as much of. I've barely used this at all, but this is beautiful in sort of a neutral nudie shade. I do find that these are very pigmented, which I quite like because they look beautiful on the lips. So if you're looking for baby lips that have decent pigmentation to them, these two are really great. I then have a couple of eyeshadow sticks here. I have three from Gosh, they're mineral waterproof eyeshadows in the shade Brown, Green and Rose. I absolutely love these. I use the pink and the brown one almost all the time. The green one not too much, but I do want to try and use this because I do like green eyeshadow and I think this is an amazing product. But I'm not sure that you can get them anymore, which is why I want to use them up to open up for products that are actually available. This is one that I don't like. This is from Kix. It's the Cream Shadow Stick in Morning Coffee, and it looks beautiful when it's swatched. Like that dark brown with a bit of sort of reddish glitter to it, it looks stunning, but this does not blend. When I try to blend it, it just goes weird. It just looks patchy and I just don't like it at all. So I'm going to try and see if I can find a way to use this, or else this is also just going in the bin because I can't actually use this. I have two more cream eyeshadows here. These are from MAC. I have the Bare Study Paint Pot, which is a gold shimmery shade. Actually the one I'm wearing on my eyes today with an eyeshadow over the top, which I'm going to show you in a second. And I also have Painterly, which is a gorgeous matte, sort of beigey beige colour. I like these a lot. I'm a big fan of the Painterly one for an eyeshadow base. I do find that the Bare Study one can go a bit patchy on my eyes, but I do think they are gorgeous. They're also super creamy, easy to blend, and I do like them a lot. Now I have two of the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows. I have got Hourglass Beige, which is what I have used to top off the Bare Study Paint Pot. And I also have the Sweet Strawberry one, which is what I have in my crease. I really like this a lot. They are super pigmented. The Hourglass Beige one is really shimmery. It's like super shimmery, but it is gorgeous on the eyes. I love it as in the corner highlight, or today I've got it on all of the lid and everywhere else basically. And it's super smooth and pigmented, and it blends really nicely, so I love that. The Sweet Strawberry one is a more of a matte type colour. It is beautiful, sort of rosy red. I'm running out of swatch room here. It's that one right there, and it looks absolutely stunning on the eyes. This is the first one of the Infallible ones I bought, and one of the first single eyeshadows as well, so I do absolutely love this. And if you can get a hold of this, I do definitely think it's worth it because it looks stunning on the eyes if you like that sort of pink eye look. I've got a gel eyeliner here from Maybelline. It's the Eye Studio Lasting Drama Gel Eyeliner in black. This is almost completely gone. I have just a tiny bit on the sides and the bottom, and this is also on the verge of drying out, so I do have to use this up quite quickly, but I do love this for a gel eyeliner. I'm not the biggest fan of eyeliners because I do find them a bit difficult to apply, but this is super nice, creamy, very pigmented, and it just looks amazing on the eyes. I then have this eyeshadow. It's a mineral eyeshadow from Suncoat in the shade Chocolate. I hate the packaging. I despise it because you basically have to apply it with this brush, but this brush is completely destroyed. And I can't find a way to get into the actual product because I was thinking of taking the product out and putting it into a jar on its own, sort of as a loose pigment, but I can't get into it. So I'm going to see if I can find a way to use this. If not, this is also unfortunately going in the bin. It's a beautiful product. The shadow is amazing. It looks gorgeous on the eyes, but I just don't reach for it because I can't get into the product. I've got two more eyeshadows here. I've got one from MAC, and this is in the shade Wedge. I use this a lot on my brows and as a crease colour. It's on my brows today. I love it a lot. As you can see, I've hit pan on this and I think it's beautiful. It is a matte shadow, it's a brown, and it's just gorgeous. And I do think I might repurchase this because I just like it a lot, basically. The other one is from Pierre René. It's the Pearl eyeshadow in number 38. And it's a really pretty coppery shade. But I've had this for a while and I do think it's coming close to its expiration date, so I do want to try and get some uses out of this before it is gone completely. I used to love this a lot when I first purchased it, but I do find now that it's a bit difficult to apply and it doesn't blend well with other products. So I'm going to see if I can get a use out of this. If not, this also is unfortunately going in the bin. But the Pierre René eyeshadows are super nice. I had a black one which was really pigmented, and they were also really affordable, so I think they're great. Next up, I have only lip products left. I'm going to start off with regular type lipsticks. I have got two here, one from Rimmel. It's the Kate Moss Lasting Finish in 01, which is a beautiful, beautiful red. My first ever red lipstick, and I do love this a lot, so I am looking forward to getting some uses of this again. And then I have a MAC one in the shade Fanfare, which is the first one I bought from MAC. Beautiful, beautiful sort of a pink, natural type shade, like your lips a bit better. Looks pretty, but I'm not one to gravitate towards these kind of pinkish tones anymore. No more. I'm more so towards the neutral, more brownish tones at the moment. But I do like this. The formula is amazing. It feels amazing on the lips, so I do want to try and use this up before it's gone, and then I'm going to back to MAC, of course. Next up, I've got two of the L'Oreal Caress lip stains. I have the shade Princess, which is number 200, and the shade Lolita, which is 101, which is a very nice neutral shade. The Princess one is sort of like an orange. It's beautiful on the lips. I do like this a lot, but I don't find myself reaching for them. They are like glossy liquid lipsticks, and I do find that they can be a bit sticky on my lips. I do love the colours. They do wear on me really nicely throughout the day, but I don't reach for them a lot anymore. I'm not even sure you can get these anymore, so I do want to use them up before they expire. The last four here. The first one is from Revlon. It's the Lip Butter in Peach Parfait. I'm super sad that they're discontinuing these because I really like the formula. This is a nice sort of neutral pink, brownish shade. Basically looks like the cap, but it does have a lot of gold glitter to it, so it looks very shiny on the lips, and I'm not the biggest fan of the glitter because I find that the glitter hangs onto my lips even after the colour is gone. So I'm going to use this up, and I'm not going to repurchase it obviously because I don't like it too much, but also because they are discontinuing, which is a bit sad. But I do have two more lip butters that I absolutely love. I then have the Clarins Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector, which is a lip gloss. I love this a lot. I've had this for a couple of years, like 2 years or something. I got it for my birthday a couple of years back, and I absolutely love this. It's in the shade 01, which is sort of a nice pink shade, but it's not super opaque on the lips, so it's nice and sort of natural. And I like this a lot. It is amazing. I like swatching up my entire hand here. You can barely see it, but it's the bottom one there, and it's super nice on the lips. It's really nice and hydrating, and my lips just feel really nice when this is on. And I then have two lip crayons left. I have the Clinique Chubby Stick Intense in Heftiest Hibiscus, which is the most pretty bright orange shade in the world. I really want to use this a lot this summer and spring because I really like orange on my lips, and I'm not sure why. It does make my teeth look yellow, but I do think it looks gorgeous on me. So I am going to continue using this up a lot because I like it. I think it's amazing. I really want to get more of the Clinique Chubby Sticks because I think they are super nice. But the other one I have here, if you can get a hold of the Neutrogena ones, I do recommend them because they're really pretty. I can't in Norway, they don't sell Neutrogena makeup, which sucks. But I have the Moisture Smooth Colour Stick, it's the name, in Bright Berry, which is number 40. And this is a really nice, like a pinkish colour. It's the one right there. It is beautiful on the lips. It's a perfect sort of spring summer shade. It feels really nice and hydrating on the lips, and I do love them a lot. So I do wish I had picked up more when I was in the US, but I'm definitely going to get more next time because I think these are amazing. And that was everything. My hand now looks like a colouring book, but I have a lot of products that, as I said, I want to try and use up this year. The plan is basically, for the ones that I have set myself a goal of using at least half of, I'm going to keep them even if I don't finish them. But for the ones I decided to use up entirely, if I don't finish them by the end of the year, I'm going to toss them out because I don't see any reason why I should hold on to products that I'm not using. It's also, if I find any products throughout this that I don't really like, I'm also going to just get rid of it because I'm not going to hang on to products that I don't like because I know I'm not going to use them. And I hope I can get through as many of these as possible. But thank you so much for watching. If you've got a project planned this year, tell me what your products are because I would be very interested in seeing this. And I am planning on doing an update in like 5-6 months, and of course one at the end of the year. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again very, very soon. Bye!